Welcome to Living in Lake Travis. If you are thinking about relocating to the beautiful Lake Travis area, one of the biggest decisions you'll face is whether to rent or buy your new home here. Both options have their benefits, but how do you know which one is right for you? That's exactly what we are going to dive into today. There's also a surprising third option that you might not have thought about. I'm Steele, your Lake Travis neighborhood expert, and whether you're new to the area or not sure what your next step is, I'll give you some insight to help you make the right choice. Let's get into it. When you're moving to a new area, you have two options, renting or buying. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. It really depends on your specific situation. For example, if you are new to the area, can work remotely from anywhere, or just testing out life in Lake Travis, renting might give you the flexibility you need. But if you're settled, have a long-term plan, a job in the area, and want to build equity, buying could be a great choice for you. In today's video, I'll talk about the pros and cons of each option so you can decide what works best for you. Let's start with renting. Renting is the go-to option for people who want flexibility, whether it's for a job move, figuring out where you want to settle, or just not ready to commit long-term. It's especially great for newcomers to Lake Travis, where you may need time to adjust and get to know the area before making a bigger decision. Renting gives you the freedom to move without the stress of having to sell a home or deal with property taxes. Plus, you don't have to worry about the repairs and upkeep that come with homeownership, although you will have to deal with a landlord who might be slower to make repairs or might not make repairs up to your standards. It can make things trickier when you have kids because it can be tough to move from a rental and keep the kids in the same school, and also equally tough for kids to change schools frequently. When my kids were small, we had to move a few times, and they did end up changing schools, and it all worked out. But for some kids, it can be a rough transition. This might or might not be one of the factors that you'll need to take into consideration when moving from out of state. But here's the thing, while renting is cheaper up front, you're not building equity, and depending on where you live, rent prices in Lake Travis can be high and increase each year. And as much as I love this area, rental prices do climb quickly, especially in desirable neighborhoods near Lake Travis and the Hill Country. Let's look at some historical rent data. Here's a home that was for rent in 2017 for $2,400 a month as a brand new house. The same home was back up for rent in 2021 for $2,850 and then 2022 for $3,200. It's currently back up for lease at $2,700. If we look at the photos, it doesn't look like any updates were made to the house. The only difference is time and the market at the time when it's up for lease. Rent prices are generally a little lower in the winter and higher in the summer, so it can be less expensive to rent in the winter, but the convenience of moving in summer could outweigh the financial benefits. Now let's talk about buying. There's a lot to love about homeownership, especially here in Lake Travis. For one, you're building equity with every mortgage payment. And if you buy at the right time, you could also benefit from property appreciation, meaning the value of your home increases over time. That's one of the best ways to build wealth. Another great thing about buying is the ability to make the home truly yours. Want to remodel the kitchen, add a pool, rescue some dogs? Go ahead. You have the freedom to create your perfect space. One of my favorite things is the tax benefits of homeownership, which can save you a good chunk of money at the end of the year. Having your home protected with a homestead exemption will save you a ton of cash. And if you are a senior or disabled veteran, you will be very happy to receive additional tax benefits. But of course, buying does come with some challenges. It's a bigger financial commitment, and you'll need a good credit score, a stable job, and money for a down payment. Plus, there's always the risk that you might need to sell before the property appreciates enough to cover the transaction costs. Now, before we move on, I want to mention a third option that a lot of people overlook: short-term furnished rentals. If you're relocating and don't want to rent for a full year or commit to buying just yet, staying in a furnished rental for a month or two can be a great middle ground. These homes are move-in ready, so you can settle in without worrying about furniture or long leases, and it gives you time to explore neighborhoods at your own pace. When you move out of your old home, you can have the movers put your furniture and belongings into a local storage unit, keeping only what you need for the short term. By the time you move into your new home, your old furniture will feel like new again. I've had several clients go this route. One family stayed in a vacation rental near Rough Hollow for about 6 weeks, toured homes during the day, explored parks, schools, and grocery stores, and by the end of their stay, they knew exactly where they wanted to be. Another buyer client was looking in Dripping Springs but found a vacation rental in Hudson Bend, and by the next week had shifted their search completely. I recently had a seller whose home sold faster than we thought it would, but I got a furnished short-term rental lined up for them to accommodate the time between closing and the end of the school year. Most of these rentals include utilities and flexible check-in, check-out dates. Many even allow pets. You can test the lifestyle before locking in a decision, and I can help you find options in neighborhoods that match what you're looking for long term. If you do decide that you want to buy right away, luckily technology has made this process so much easier. We can do virtual tours with Steadicams, so you can get a real feel for the property before ever stepping foot in it. Once we narrow down neighborhoods that fit your needs, we can schedule virtual walkthroughs of homes that match your criteria. That way, you'll have all the information you need to make a confident decision, even from another state. I recently had buyers stationed overseas in Korea. We were able to do all of our showings virtually, and to make it easier on them to view the videos and share with friends and family, I uploaded each video to a private YouTube channel, which was so much easier than texting the videos or doing FaceTimes without the ability to rewatch. And once we find that perfect home and you make an offer, you'll still have time to visit and make sure you really love the house during the option period. This is sometimes called the due diligence period or inspection period in other states. If for some reason you don't love the home in person, you then have the option to back out and retain your earnest money. With renting, there's no due diligence period, so there is a little more risk involved in leasing sight unseen, but I can take as many videos of the home and neighborhood as possible to make you feel more confident in the decision if you do need to lease a home sight unseen. Let's take a quick step back and talk about Lake Travis real estate. With its gorgeous views, close proximity to downtown Austin, and incredible amenities, it's no wonder this area is in high demand. Whether you're looking for a vacation rental, a long-term rental, or your forever home, there are plenty of opportunities here. We've got a solid real estate market with properties appreciating steadily. But Lake Travis is a very specific market, and it's important to know which areas offer the best return on investment, depending on whether you're renting or buying. Neighborhoods with amenities like a pool, fitness center, and direct lake access have shown the greatest amount of growth in recent years. One of the biggest pieces of advice I give to clients looking to relocate here is to spend time getting familiar with Lake Travis neighborhoods. If you're able to come spend a week in the area, I can help plan out neighborhood tours and recreational activities and make sure you hit all the best restaurants and see all of the places that you might potentially call home. If you're new to Lake Travis, renting could be a smart move while you get to know the area and figure out what fits your lifestyle. If you are familiar with the area, have a solid financial base, and are ready to settle in for at least 3 to 5 years, buying might be the better option for you. Ultimately, the decision comes down to your unique situation, how long you plan to stay, your financial goals, and how much flexibility you need. No matter what you're looking for, Lake Travis has something for everyone, and I'm here to help you make the right choice. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, and drop a comment below if you have questions about renting or buying in Lake Travis. I'd love to help you out. I'm Ellen Steele with Steele Portfolio Real Estate. If you'd like to talk more, book a Calendly session in the link below and we can talk about what you're hoping to achieve. I live here, I work here, and I would love to help you find your place here. Remember, Lake Travis is waiting for you.